Hello and welcome to the tutorial on Google Classroom as a tool for the teaching and learning online. So it is very useful tool which is directly available through our Gmail account. Both teacher and students can use it for the effective teaching and learning. So we'll see how it works for the teacher and how it works for the student also. So let's start. So the first thing that we want to see here, that how to find out the Google Classroom. So you can directly find it in the Google search. You search as Google Classroom. So write Google Classroom and you click on the search or enter. So you would directly find the Google Classroom. So click here and it will take you to the Google Classroom. So if you are using it first time, then it would ask about that your email will be used for the purpose. It is very easy to get in with the Google Classroom. So this is the one way by which we can directly get the Google Classroom. Now we see the other way how we can use the Google Classroom. So here you can see that when you log in the Google, so you can see here there are many Google apps here. Here you can see at the upper right corner, you can see, so near your profile pic you will find the Google apps. Click there and there at the bottom scroll down you will find Google Classroom. So click here. From here also, as you click, you would get in with the Google Classroom. Now you can see that this interface is coming because I have already taken so many classes. So when you are new and you want to create the class, so how would you create the class? Here plus sign is given. So click on this plus sign. As you click, take the cursor over this click plus sign, it will show you that create class or join class. It will give you the message create class or join class. So click on this plus. Now see, the join class is used for the student and the create class is used for the teachers. So if you are a teacher, then you have to create the class first, and if you are a student, then you have to join the class. So for join the class you need a class code. Okay, so first we will see how to create a class. So I click on the create class. So as I click on the create class, this pop-up window message comes and we have to accept the terms and then click continue. Okay, now as you click on continue, these four particulars you have to fill up for the class. So first is the class name. So I want to enter that class name is class 7 for example. Class 7. Now section, I want to take it as C section, and subject, so I want to take maths. Okay, then room I want to take that 7C room I want to take. Click on the create. So as you click on the create, you will be taken in the class 7, that the class which you just created. You will be getting this particular class. See, the class is created. Here you can see that this class is created and directly it is taken in this particular class also. So what happens if you want to see the other classes? You click here. You can see here these three bars. Classes option is there. You click on the classes option. So you will find your all the classes created, and if you want to go in the 7C class, then you go click on the 7C. Now we want to invite the students to attend the class. So at a particular time you want to send them some message that you attend the class. So for that, this class code is very important. You can see here at the cursor you see this class code is given. So class code, so if you click on this box, display message is given. So click on this box, so you will get a larger view of it, and then you can copy it, or you want to take the image, or you want to take the print screen, then you take it anyway and send to the students to join. Okay, so once you, for example, I want to take this one. Okay, so I taken this. Now I take you to the another account which I have created for the student purpose. So we'll go to the next. Okay, so this one is my student login. So in the student login, now you can see that class 7C is not here because I have not joined that class, and the class is just created. Now see what I need to do. I am a student and I know the code of the class of 7C. So I would click on the plus sign, then I would click on the join class, and I would paste the code given and then click on the join. So as the student click on the join, it will take him to the class 7C, means the class for which the code was given. The teacher is in the class and the student is in the class. So as you give the code, so many students will join the class and you get connected online. Okay, now see, once again we come to the teacher login. This is my teacher interface. So as I see, I have sent the code. Now what I want to do, I want to start my class. So whenever you start class, you should say the initial opening remarks. So I want to give welcome in my class. So like this, you would find at the top that 4 tabs are given. One is the stream tab, another is the classwork, then people, then grades. So each option and everything we will be discussing in this tutorial. So stream is used for the instant communication with the students. So whatever we are typing here will be conveyed to the student online immediately. Okay, so see, for example, I have written this welcome in my class of mathematics, and see the options. This is for the class 7C. If you have multiple classes and you also want some other class to join, so in the class in which you want to, generally it is the similar class but multiple classes are also there. So if you want to select the different class or multiple classes, then you can also do it, and it would be for the all students. See here, if you want to give to a particular student, see, one student I have added, so this one is my added student. So if I don't want to give it to the all students, then tick this, remove this tick and select a particular student and then send it. In this case I want to give to all, so I can give it to all. Okay, now if I simply post it, see here, add option is given here, cancel option is there, post option is there, and some options are here. So we'll see here, we can post it immediately or we can schedule it for the later posting. So if you click on the schedule, then it will ask you about the date and time on which you want to send the message. So message will be automatically sent at that time. Okay, and if you want to save as draft, means you don't want to send it and you want to send later on with your own wish, no particular time you want to set, in that case use it as save draft. So I think it is clear. So by default it is given as post. So simply as I click on the post, okay, so what will happen, all my student will get this particular message, welcome in my class of mathematics. Now we can see in the student interface. So I have created the student login. So we will go to the student interface and we'll check what is reflecting there. Okay, now see, as I come here, at the top you can see that stream was updated, show. So whenever a student is saying that I am not able to see the message, then you ask them to refresh or click on this show button. Stream was updated, so click on the show. Okay, so as you click on the show, you would find the message. So this way the communication is directly enabled. Okay, so now we again come to the teacher login. This is my teacher login, and I want to use the other thing. What other way we can do with this stream, live streaming with the students? So I click on this. If you click here, then it will not be a streaming option. Okay, you click here, say something with your class, and here this symbol is given for the reuse. Okay, so click here, then again you will find the class you'll find all the students. So these are the default settings just we have discussed. Now see, I want to use these options. What add option is given, I want to use all this, because see, these four tabs are given: stream, classwork, people and grade. So stream is used to instant communication with the students, so it is the actual way of communication. Now then after we can assign the classwork, so we'll see that also. And in the people tab you will find the how many students have joined. For example, in this case we have taken one student. So what is the way to add the people? Okay, so you can add the teachers also from here. See here, invite teacher is here. So click on this plus, you will be asked to enter the teacher name or email. So you should have a proper email, then you would be able to add the teacher, and from here you can also add the students. And see here one option is given, so through this you can sort the names by last name or first name accordingly. Okay, so it would be easy if multiple students are there, you can easily find out who has joined or not. There are two ways to join the students. One way, that you share the class code. As you share the class code, the student will automatically join the class and you would be able to see him. Okay, another way, that if the student is not joining, in that case you click on the plus sign and write the email address of the student. The student will be added, and then later on you send email student. So if you send email to the student, then the student will get the message that I have to attend the class. So it's a kind of reminder for the student that you have to attend the class. So now again we come to the stream tab, and we want to say something, and we want to try some other tools given here. So this all thing we have already discussed. Now we will be focusing on this add button. Add button is given here. So click on this add button, you will get 4 options. So first of all, actually whenever you are starting the class, first of all you try with the video, so that student get proper involvement in your class and get some interest in your class. So click on the YouTube option first. Okay, so if you click on the YouTube, or any video that you want to upload, you can also upload in the form of file. If you have some video of yours, then you need not to click on the YouTube. Okay, click on the file and attach that video, and that video be available. So here 2 options are given: search video and URL. So URL means the web address of the video. So if you have already it, then you simply paste it here. Otherwise you can search the video. For example, so my topic was algebraic expressions. Enter the topic and then click on the search. So you would get all the relevant videos available on the YouTube. This I want to share. Okay, so anything that you already have decided, you go and add it like this. So this one is added now. So simply you post it. Okay, so as you post it, it will reach to your student. So now we'll see the other options available there. Okay, now we come to the same thing, and you see again we will click on this add button. Here we'll try to share something from our Google Drive. For example, I click on the Google Drive, I would find something. So these things you have to first prepare and keep it ready. Okay, so these notes I have already uploaded here, so I can add it. So as you add it, the notes is attached here. Now we have to write the message. So in this way we can add the Google Drive data in our class. Okay, so click on the post. Now we'll try the other thing. Okay, so again we'll click on the add button first, then you click, for example you want to give a link. Okay, so here I want to give a link of this PPT. So likewise you also have to find out the link of the material you want to share with the students, and then click on the add link. So this link will be added, and after that you write something. Okay, so we have given some message and we have added this link, and then we can post. So if I have posted for all students, then it will go to all students. Again we will try the remaining option. One option is also remaining, the file option. This we would also try. Okay, so as you click on the file, so I told you that if you have your own video, in that case you also have to select it here. So once you find the material that you want to, the file that want to share, you click on that and for example I want to take this particular diagram here, so click on this. Okay, or you can drag and drop it there, drop it here. Okay, so I simply taken that and drop it here. So after that you click on the uploads. So click on the upload and then it would get attached. So automatically this figure is attached now. Now write the message and send, post it. Okay, so in this way we can use all the things available in the stream. What happened to my student? All things I have used, I have shared. Now we'll go to the student login or student interface and we'll try to see how it reflects. Okay, so here see here what happened, only one message is there, but at the top you would find the stream was updated. So click on the show. As you click on the show, the all thing will come. See here, all the 4 things will come. So whatever the teacher has given, it is now showing in the student login. Okay, and after this all activities completed, we come to the next step, which is the classwork tab. Now as we come to the classwork tab, we find these 3 things here. One is the create, another is Google Calendar, and the class drive folder. Okay, so we'll be discussing about the create and the Google Calendar. So first we click on the create. As you click on the create, you can see that these options are directly coming. So our topic is algebraic expressions. Our topic is algebraic expressions. So first you create the topic. Why we want to create the topic? Because the advantage will be that whenever we will create some assignment, so we can directly save it in this particular folder. So it will create a folder in which our all activities, our all classwork will be saved. Now we click on the assignment, the first one. As you click on the assignment, you will find this title, the instructions, which is optional. So for example, in the title you want to give the assignment. So write here the assignment and give some instructions that how to attempt the assignment. And after that you find the add option here. This add option I am not going to tell you because we already discussed that how to access all these things and attach. And another feature is given is the create, this plus create. So as you click on the create, you would find the documents, slides, sheets, drawings. So these are the Google tools that you can directly create. If you want to share something by creating online, then you first create it, then attach it. So as I click on the Google form, for example, so Google form will be created and attached with the assignment. So these things, these 2 things will be used to add something. If I want to add a YouTube link, a direct link, a file, or something from the Google Drive, you click, go through this. And if you want to create through this, and then use this. If you don't want, then simply write here. So for example, I want to write that. So this is the way to create the assignment. Now you see here, this is for the class 7C, for all the students. Mostly we take, if you want to give to particular students, sometime what happens that you want to assess some particular student, then you select those students and send to them, assign to them. Okay, and these points are that how much weightage it carries, this particular assignment carries. Okay, so if it carries 2 marks, then assign it 2. Date, so give a particular date. So for example, I want to give a date of 28. So give some date and time also. And if you have clicked on this and then you remember that I don't want to give any time, so what you need to do, remove, click here and remove. So similarly, so as you click, you would get the no due date. This is also very important, topic. So topic, what topic we have created? Algebraic expression. So unless we create the topic, we would not be able to find this. So now we click on the assign. So some other things are also there, other options are also there. See, schedule, save draft, discard draft. So all these things is there. Okay, so assign. So we'll click on the assign. So it will go to the student directly. So we have seen the first option of the create, and we have created one assignment. Now we'll click on the quiz. So as you click on the quiz assignment, see here, automatically this Google form is created and attached. Okay, now we have to create it. It's a blank Google form now. So we have to create. So when you have a proper knowledge of how to create the Google form, in the Google form you have to first give the name of the Google form. Okay, so this is about algebraic expressions. So for example, you give it like this. Okay, then you want to give some description of the form, you give it here. Now if you want to write the answer, questions and answers, so write it here. Okay, what is term in algebraic expression? For example, this is my question. Okay, algebraic expression. So student, I want to let them think and write. So I would give them a short answer. Short answer will take one line input. Okay, and paragraph will take multiple lines. So we can use it as short or paragraph. By default it was coming as this multiple choice. Okay, so click on the paragraph. So student will write their answer here and would submit it. If you want it to make it required, required means compulsory. So it is attached. And now click on this. It takes some time to reflect. So this we have attached here, and give some instructions. So quiz we have created. Now you assign. Here also you assign some kind of values. Again all other things are similar. Now we are assigning it. So give it assigned to the students, all students. Now next thing, again we will try to see that third one is the questions. It is also very useful. Here what you can do, see, write your questions, and you want to add something, you add. If you want to add a image, then you add is from the file. Okay, and here two options are given, short answer and multiple choice. If you want to give multiple choice, then a student can try this multiple choice. Okay, for example, we want to take this. So in this way we can create it. Okay, so it is automatically saved. You see here it is saved. Okay, so again you give some weightage to this, and ask, click on the ask. So as you click on the ask, it will go to the all students. So see here these three things. Now we can see what is the algebraic expression. Okay, then this is showing as the topic. Here we have selected the topic, but in this case we forgot to select the topic. Now how can we edit it? See here, click here on these three dots, and edit option is there. So you, whenever you want to edit a particular question, you can edit also, no problem. Okay, so give it topic here, algebraic expression, and save it. So it is saved now. Last option we will see now, create and material. Okay, so in the material also you can enter the title, add something. So here you need to add something and send to the students. So this also you can do. Okay, the last one is see this reuse post. So this reuse post you can use it from the other class. So for example, I want to take one question from the class 4C. So I will select the class 4C and I want to take this question, what is integer. Okay, so reuse it. Just to explain, this is just to explain that how we can you reuse the already created questions. Now we'll make the changes. For example, we want to make the changes in the topic. So accordingly, what changes you want to do, you make and assign it. So it will also come under that. Okay, so this was all about the these class work. Now the thing which is remaining is the Google Calendar. So click on the Google Calendar. Okay, so in the Google Calendar, what would happen, that you can schedule a particular task. For example, I want to take some video session on the next day. Okay, so tomorrow morning I want to take a video session, or today I want to take the video session. So accordingly, so you would find it here that calendar is given and the time frame is given here. So click on that particular time and click. Okay, simply you click here. So you would find this type of pop-up window where you have to give the title. Okay, so live session. For example, we want to interact lively with the students. So you can see it here that add a GISC meeting. GISC meeting option is also here. So this I want to create for the class 7C. Okay, so I would select the 7C, and you can also give the timing and the date. So you can schedule it. Okay, then come to the more options. In the more options, you would find that add conferencing option is also there. Okay, it is also very useful. That here you would find Google Hangout or Google Meet you would find. Okay, so through that you can live interact with the students. But the limitation with the Google Hangout is that only 10 at a time can interact. But if you add GISC meeting, so GISC meeting is a free and open source, so it would allow you to interact with the multiple students. So all of your class students can interact through the GISC meeting. So we have taken the two options. If you want to interact with the limited students, then use the Hangouts, otherwise use the GISC meeting. So you have to copy this particular link from here and give it to the students. Okay, so for GISC meeting you would get the direct this link and you have to send it. How would we send it? We come to the stream and would share it before the start of the class, that all the students please, as the students has entered in the class and we are just to start the online meeting, then you share it, paste it here and ask a student to join through this link. So as you click on the link, the student would be able to live interact with you. Okay, so this is the way to create a GISC link, GISC Meet link. Okay, another thing, Hangout. So how would you use the Hangout? So click on the save first. Now see, if you click on this particular GISC Meet link, you would find that all detail will be given to you. Okay, and for Google Hangout, what you need to do, see, you click here on the join meeting. Now we want to take the link for the Google Hangout. So click on the join meeting. So you would be directed to the video call. Okay, click on the join Hangout and invite people. Click on the invite people. Okay, so if you don't find this invite people, then what is the other way to invite people? You can click here also. The same window will come and copy the link to share. Okay, so click here, copy, and then end it. So unless you share the meeting link, nobody will be able to interact with you. Okay, so now we have ended this meeting and I want to share the link. So again you come to the stream and share the link here and ask a student to join. So they will join and you can live interact with them, and both using the GC meeting and using the this live the hangout also. Both way you can also able to share the screen. Desktop sharing is also available there. So if you want to click this GC meeting, click on this GC meeting, okay, and click the link, you would be directed for the video call like that hangout. So simply you click and you will be directed for the video call. So here this option is given for the share your screen. So screen share facility is there. Okay. So this is the interface of the teacher through which we have gone through all the things which is available under the Google Classroom. Okay. Now the thing which is remaining is the grades. Now we have already discussed. Now we come to the grades. So if you click on the grades, you would see that what assignment you have given. See, 4 assignment we have given and 1 student is there. If more students were there, then it will go to the all students. Now you can see here that no student has attempted any question right now. So now we'll go to the student interface and we'll try to see how it works. Okay. So again we have to do this. Stream was updated. Show. Click on the show. We are in the student interface. Go to the classroom. You can see the message is here that the teacher has posted some assignment. Okay. Now click on the classwork. So as you click on the classwork, you would find all the questions. Okay. So view your work. You can click here, view your work, and you would given a different window. Okay. So this click on the questions. If you click here and you go to the view detail. So student, you have to guide the students also that how to give the answers. Okay. So a student has to give the answer to the attached file only in this case. Okay. So a student has to click here, add or create. So if I want to give the answer, what is integer? Okay. So I have to give through the docs, Google Doc. Okay. So it will create a Word file. So click on the Google Doc. So we have to train the students also that how to give the answers. Okay. So you guide them. Okay. Now here I want to give some my answer. So like that, whatever answer you want to give, you give it here, and then you come back and turn in. You click on the turn in. So as you turn in, this answer will be submitted. Okay. So see here 100 points were given for this. This was set by the teacher. So it is wrongly set by the teacher. Teacher has to edit this. Okay. So turn on and see here a class comment. So if a student comments in the class, if has some doubt regarding the question or something he want to say, in that case, in this case, he has to give the comment here. And if he want to share the comment with any particular other student or the teacher, then he can do it from here. So for the final submission, turn in is the option. Click on the turn in. So this way the student will complete his assignments. And now we come to the teacher interface again. I want to come to the grades. So as the students completes, it shows like this. Green means it is completed by the student. Okay. So click on this. So to see the statistics of the answers, you click on the question. So you would get the summary of submissions. So how many turned in, how many assigned. So this one was turned in by this particular student. So click on this and see what answer the student has given. So the answer is wrong. So I want to grade it with the 0. I want to grade it with the 0. You want to say some comment, you can also add some comment. Okay, so 0 marks I have given, and then I have to click on the return. So if you click on the return, this particular message will be conveyed to the student that your assignment is checked and you have been given assigned 0 marks. So it means that we have graded the student. We have checked the assignment. Now see what changes has done here. The turn in has become again 0 and graded become 1. So if the student's answer is checked, then and the marks is given here 0 out of 100. So in this way we complete all the activities of the class. Okay, so this is the way that we can complete our classroom teaching and learning. So hope that this video would be very helpful to you in the online teaching and learning. Thank you very much, and I hope that you would do well with this. Thanks a lot.